Hi, hello, good morning to all. Welcome to Google Classroom. So, in our last classes, we learned rational number chapter. So, in this class, we are going to the next chapter. This is called exponents. So, we already learned what is meant by exponents. So, what is meant by an exponent means if you take any x to the power of n, x is called a base, n is called a power. So we how to read this expression x to the power of n, where x is a real number, n is an integer. Suppose if you have taken 3 to the power of 4, 3 as what? Base. This is called base. This is called power. So, in this 3 to the power of 4, which is base, 3 is base, 4 is an power. So, this is the meaning of exponents. This is called exponential form. Exponential form. So, after learning the meaning of exponents, we are going to learn the laws of exponents. So, many laws are there. So, important. First one is product law. So this is very important to solve the problems. So what is meant by product law? A to the power of n into a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. Suppose if two bases are same, multiplication is there, powers are different. So you can write the base same, add the powers. Example, 2 to the power of 3 into 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 2 to the power. Here bases are same, powers are different. If it is same, okay, no problem. Powers are same, they are different, no problem. Just you have to add the powers. So you write base as same, 3 plus 2, 2, 3 plus 2 how much? 5. So based on this product law, I am writing this 2 to the power of 3 into 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 2 to the power of 5. Just if bases are same, you have to add the powers. So this is called product law. So once again I repeat what is meant by product law. If bases are same, you should add the powers. So in between product, why you are doing product? Bases are same, you add the powers while in using this product law. So second law, quotient law. So quotient law means what? A to the power of m divided by a to the power of n is equal to, two bases are same. So m is the power. This plus n goes to up means what happens? Minus n. So where m is greater than n. Where m is greater than n. This should be greater than n. So you will get this expression. For example, if I am taking 3 to the power of 4 divided by 3 to the power of 2. Look at here. Base is same. So m, this 4 is greater than 2. So what happens? 3, 4 plus 2 will go up means what? Minus 2, 3 to the power of 2. So where m is greater than n, you should subtract the powers. So in 4, 2 will go means 2 is remaining. So this is called quotient law. In case, so a to the power of n is equal to 1 divided by n minus m when n is greater than m. Example, 5 to the power of 4, 5 to the power of 6. Look at this case. N is greater than m. N is greater than m. So what happened here? 1 divided by n minus m. What is n here? 6 minus what is m? 4. 5 to the power of 2. 5 to the power of 2. So by using this quotient law, we can write the expressions in the form of quotient law. So quotient law means what? A to the power of m divided by a to the, this is very important. a to the power of n divided by a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m minus n when m is greater than n. Example I have showed already. So next one is a to the power of n, a to the power of n is equal to 1 divided by a to the power of n minus m when this is n is greater than n. So 2 is different is that. So while you are writing the steps answer, first you clarify and then write. So next law is power law. Power law. So here a to the power of m whole to the power of n. A to the power of m whole to the power of n. Here m and for m and n is same base a only. So here dotted is there. What is this power law indicate means a to the power of, just to multiply m into n. So for example, if I am taking 6, 2, 3. So what happened? It's just to multiply the powers, right? Base add is 2 3s are how much? 6. So this is the, by using power law you can write the answer. So why we have to learn these laws means, so while we are solving problems by using laws, we are making the problem, simplifying the problem very easily. So in that one, suppose if I am taking minus in front of base, minus sign is there. In front of base, minus sign is there. Suppose for example, minus 2 to the power of, just you can take, where depends upon n, this minus will change. So if n is even number, suppose n is even number, 2 to the power of 2. So what happens? If it is even number, then this will become plus. Suppose if you simplify, minus 2 into minus 2. So minus 2 whole to the power of 2 means what? We have to multiply minus 2 into 2 times. Minus 2 into 2 times. That is minus 2 into minus 2. Minus into minus what happened? Plus 2 2s are 4. So what does this mean? Means if we have minus sign in front of base means, look at the power. Power is even means you will get positive answer. In case of n is odd number, suppose if you have taken minus 2 to the power of 3. So here n is odd number. If you multiply minus 2, minus 2, minus 2, minus into minus plus, plus into minus what? Minus. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So you will get answer in negative form. So that means, so minus 2 to the power of n. So if this value is positive means where n should be even number. So minus 2 to the power of n. Suppose any you take. Suppose if you are taken minus a, we don't know any number here. We don't know any number. If n is even means, so you will get answer in positive. Depends upon the power. Power is even means the answer will become in positive. Any even number, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, any even number. So if suppose n is odd, so you will get negative answer. Here, negative answer. So still now we learn product law, quotient law, power law, and the power depends upon the power. So answer is why it's positive or negative. Next is important note. So still now we learn laws, but a to the power a into d, two different bases with one power. Two different bases are there. The product whole to the power of n. So how we write? So a to the power of n into a to the power of n. Suppose for example 2 into 3 to the power of 4 is there. 2 into 3 whole to the power of 4 is there. Bases are different. Power is same. So you can split 2 to the power of 4. That power should apply for both the bases. So you can write like this. That power is splitted for both the bases. Second one, a to the power a divided by b whole to the power of n. So two bases are there with one power. You can split this power, should be for numerator and denominator. That's why what happened, a to the power of n, b to the power of n. For example, 3 by 4, 2 is there, means this power is applicable for both numerator and denominator. Both numerator and denominator. Third one, if a to the power of 0, a to the power of 0 means in the case you can take any big number, that power should be equal to 0 means the total value equal to 1. The total value must be equal to 1. For example, if you have to take 2 to the power of 0, 1, because power is 0. If you take 1000 to the power of 0, 1. You can take base any number, but power is equal to 0 means the total value of exponents is equal to the 1. So again, mind, you can keep in mind, you can consider any base, nothing to worry. So when the power is equal to 0 means the entire value of that exponential will be equal to 1. So next is n root of a they are given. So when they are given in root, we have to convert it to exponential form means. So inside the root, what is the thing is there? You can consider as base. So you can check the power of that base inside the root. So power is 1. This 1 should be right in numerator place divided by this order n is should be right in denominator place. Suppose if they are given 3 a 2. So first you write 2 as base. Power is there now 1. You can write in numerator. 3 will come in denominator. So it is 2 to the power of 1 by 3. This will in numerator, power in fractions. So this power will goes to numerator. This which are the root inside the harder. So it will come in denominator. Similarly, a to the power n root of a to the power of m is that. A here m is the power is that m should be goes to numerator. N comes to the denominator. For example, if you take 4th root of 2 to the power of 3. So we can convert into exponential form means this root. First we can write 2. 3 will come in numerator. This 4 will come in denominator. That, how we call this exponential form? 2 to the power of 3 by 4. So while reading, while writing, it should be clear. Otherwise, it will make confusion. If you make one mistake, the entire problem will goes to wrong. So in this class, today's class, we learn meaning of exponent and laws of exponents. Which are the laws? Product law, quotient law, product law, quotient law, and important notes also we learn in this today's class. In next class, I am going to solve the problems based on this laws. So in this class you learn this much and complete classwork up to this writing laws. Thank you.